made it. Blessings to each of you who are able to join us live, and blessings to each of you who are watching the replay. I know many people watch the replay because it's a unique time of the day. This is the midday moment on Eastern Standard Time. And listen, just as you need your physical exercises so that your body can show up, function for you, when, where, and how you need it to function. You need your spiritual exercises so that your soul can show up when and where how you need it to be and function for your highest good. I am your host of the Midday Moment, Bishop Dr. Davina Jones. I have the great pleasure of serving as the assistant spiritual leader of today's church headquarters in Tampa Bay, Florida, and the fivefold general for Church of the Everlasting Kingdom headquarters in Baltimore, Maryland. So I share aspects of my spiritual exercises, lifting, whatever I share aspects, jumping jacks. Y'all remember jumping jacks? I share aspects of my spiritual exercises here on the midday moment to encourage you in doing your spiritual exercises. So again, blessings to each of you able to join us live. April, I see you, hearts to you, and others that are joining us via the replay. All right, so now listen, your spiritual exercise, we call it your spiritual exercises, and it's for your soul. We call the inner part of you your soul, your mind, your thoughts, all of them, your intellect, the filters, because you got filters, how you process that stuff. You got filters for your thoughts. So we call that your intellect. And intellect varies. It depends on what you've invested in your intellect. It varies, okay? And then your energy in motion, your heart, your emotions, your energy in motion, your heart, your feelings. You need your feelings. They are God-given. Your feelings represent what we call the mother, and you need your mother. Your thoughts, what we call the father. You need your father and your mother to produce. I know we got technology, okay? It's emulating father and mother. Metaphysically, we call your thoughts, your father, your feelings, your mother. You need both of them, not one less than and all of that. No, you need both of them. They are a pair for you. They're a team. And you got that intellect, what you invest in, okay? The intellect, the filters that you invest in to assist you in processing thoughts and feelings. And you have your will. Your will. You're then acting out what you done processed. All right. We call that your soul. That soul needs exercising. Listen, I'm a little selfish with social media. I go on there and I look a little bit. Usually I'm probably on there to either share something or make contact with someone. But I do scroll through and I see, things. Sometimes I scroll more than other days. And so I see various conversations. Let me tell you, radical self-care. I borrowed that term from a speaker at a conference. I don't even remember the name, and it was at a conference in New Orleans. So, but I didn't create that term. Radical self-care. You need to be radical about your self-care and your spiritual exercises for your soul, because the health of your soul is going to determine how you navigate, how you overcome, how you answer the moments in life. And you don't give your soul a glass of water one time and expect for it to last your entire life. You got to keep giving your soul the water and the vitamins and the vegetables and the protein that it needs. I was with a nutritionist yesterday so that I can make sure that I remain healthy. So they said I was borderline some stuff, pre-diabetic. They said I was expressing that my body was sending some signals. And so that was from 3 months ago. So I'm gonna be looking at my new A1C, because I expect for it to be less, because I've been putting the work in. The last 90 days, I've been putting the work in, giving my body some more vegetables, giving my body some more protein, giving my body less sugar, giving my body more fuel. Hmm. And so you have to do the same thing with your soul. And so that radical self care. And I'm gonna encourage you. It's not in my notes today, but might as well be. I'm really encouraging you to lean into just the your care, your self care, your spiritual exercise. I'm gonna review some of the definitions for you today because you need it. Suicide, going off on people, depression, oppression. I'm not calling out this stuff for judgment. I'm calling it out because it's real. It's real. And there are days that I got to feed myself some extra so that I can outweigh, I can outlive depression, I can outshine, I can overcome depression and repression and repression. I might have made that up. Or suppression. So when I'm sharing this, I'm real about what I'm sharing. I'm not on here to get brownie points. There's probably more for me to do to increase the visibility and all of that, and I'm working on that. But I'm on here, number one, for me, and to because this holds me accountable. Doing the midday moment holds me accountable because I got read and dig a little bit before I come. I got to reflect before I come. So it holds me accountable. Am I doing it? And then I'm sharing with you transparently. Somebody say I get on here and tell all my business. I don't tell it all, but I tell a little bit. So I'm sharing because I care. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. I care and I desire to see people live. I desire to see people get up. I desire to see people make it. That gives me joy to see people make it, to see people overcome. So I'm sharing because I'm caring. Yes. And so I can see on the media, social media, I see people in physical fights. I see them in altercations. I see them going off. I see somebody text something and says something and you this and you that. I see a lot of, man, we gotta care. I'm rooting for your care. I know that the isms are out there. The isms are out there and you gotta care. I was listening to John Hope Bryan, I think that's the name, very noted in the field of entrepreneurship. And he talks about entrepreneurship as it relates to also the health of you mentally and emotionally. And he talks about how opioid is impacting on a large scale white men who trying to overcome this is really this gonna fit today's affirmation real good. Who trying to overcome, ready to give up on life. He talks about opioid is not as popular in other communities, but he talks about alcoholism in Native American communities. Man, we need each other, people. Man, boy, girl, we need each other. We need to lift each other. He talks about what he thinks is the number one threat to black communities: depression. Because this thing called racism that we try to say it ain't real, that energy is very real. Sexism. I didn't say it was bigger than what's in me. Greater is the energy, the spirit, the love of God, the vibration of God. Greater is that which is in me than that which is out of me. But you got to exercise what's in you. You got to exercise and pull up what's in you. It's important. Hey, Nzinga, it's so good to see you. I was calling your name. I was attempting to call your name the other day, and it was right there, and I did not get it out. Forgive me, but I'm calling your name today, Nzinga. It's so good to see of you. Blessings, and I heart you. So. So I'm serious about this because I'm telling when some of the stuff I see, I was in the mall yesterday. I saw two little boys. They can't be more than 12. Can't be. I was in one of the malls walking. We still got a portion of an indoor mall, and I was walking in the mall because I decided to walk in the AC. I'm getting smart, child, because Florida is hot. So I was walking. I'm getting ready to go back to that mall this afternoon. Shortly after this, I was walking in the mall. Two little boys, their language was so disgraceful. It was without grace to one another, and the older one was very, very rude to the younger one, and it looked like this was common for them. They have already been exposed to such degradation of the soul. They growing up already needing a midday moment. We got work to do, y'all. We got work to do. Got work to do. The language and what they were saying to each other, and then the absence of just absolute self-esteem and dignity. We got work to do. So I'm doing my part, and I'm encouraging you to make sure you do your part. The midday moment is a part of my work in the universe. It's a part of my work. I got others, but this is a part of it. Okay. So you need to exercise your soul. You need that. You need it. We need it. We all need it. All right. So the affirmation today, it's a good segue into the affirmation for today. And then before I leave, I may rehearse those other definitions of the soul work that I was talking about. I do that from time to time because we have new viewers that might not have heard what we said last week or so forth. The affirmation for today. We are on affirmation 218, day 218 from our catalog of affirmations I have been sharing because this has been blessing me. It's been feeding me. It's been feeding me. My goodness, it's been feeding me. I've been sharing out of this catalog of affirmations called Kingdom 365. There are 365 affirmations in here, okay? Kingdom 365. We can just double up on leap year, okay? Kingdom 365, daily affirmations organized according to the numerical date of the year. So today is day 218 of 2026. So these can be recycled, all right? And so you can order a copy of these at DOCTOR. Pulley, Pulley, Dr. Pulley at gmail.com. I think it might be a little backlog, but honey, it is worth the wait. Get in. We still got the rest of the year. We got the rest of the year and going into 2027. God be with it. All right. Day 218. We are all, you heard me talking about my white brothers and sisters. You heard me talking about my Native American brothers and sisters, my black brothers and sisters. Okay. We got Latinos, Asians, all of us. There's a whole bunch of us. All right. Those are just some of the, more reference, but we got them. You desire to distinguish yourself, Caribbean, Black American versus Caribbean American, all we got them. Okay. If you want to break it on down, Russian, Ukrainians, you break it on down. However, we all, okay, put yourself in here. We all, it's all of us. That's a part of the lie because we don't believe it's a we all. We don't believe that's a huge part of the problem. We don't believe it's a we all. And as much as I'm willing to stand and advocate for justice, I'm not willing to do it at the expense of declaring that somebody that doesn't look like me is not divine president in the earth, that we're not connected. I know we don't act like it, but we are. And it takes a lot. Sometimes I have to squinch my eyes too. And somebody did something the other day. I said, you beloved offspring of God who don't even know it. I was talking to myself about the person because they did something. I was having a customer service exchange. And I walked off and they said, you, that beloved son of a girl who don't even know she's a son of a girl of the most high God. I mean, sometimes you might have to press your way, but it's a we all. There's a we all. We are the we all. We are all on the love journey, the love path. I know it might not feel, but we are. We are all on the love journey, the wholeness path. We all looking for wholeness. I know that some of us are drinking, some of us are snorting, some of us are eating, some of us are sexing, but we are all on this journey on the wholeness path. We're looking for it. Some of us are stealing, killing, gossiping, we're lying, we're looking. All of us. We are all on the love journey, the wholeness path, and the kingdom voyage. Remember, the kingdom is inside of you. There's a kingdom inside of you. There is a whole system of operation that sits inside of you, waiting for you to stir up. It's a gift. Love, joy, peace, all of it is inside of you. But it takes therapy. It takes seminars. It takes prayer services. It takes meditation. It takes all of these things to wake up the kingdom, the divine essence of who you are on the inside of you. It takes this work. We all on this path. We're all on this path. Say path. Good. Say it one more time. Path. Good. Very good. We are all on this path. Background scripture is Psalm 119, 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Now, I know when it comes to scripture and text, I know it gets really interesting. I got it. I'm a student of this what we call the sacred text, scripture, Bible. Okay, I know there are students of the Quran and different. I don't knock any of it. You got to do what works for you. Okay, so I don't knock. I know some of y'all gonna think, well, you got to. I don't knock it. I'm just talking about what works for me, because you can read the Bible literally and try to live it literally. Good luck. Y'all know what I'm gonna say that. Everybody that's been listening, you know, good luck coming after that. You can do this thing literally. You can study this as literature. Okay. It works very well when you study as literature. There's a lot of great debates in here because it doesn't say the same thing consistently. There is consistency here, but you got to study for the consistency that's in here. So that's why in my spiritual community, we study the system of kingdom. We study the consistent principles that's in, because there's some consistency in here. Always in here. So we study the consistency that's in here. And we look at what's not consistent. And we answer some of the hard questions. Oh, Sunday was so good. Sunday at 10:30. Why is it that in Genesis it starts with Adam and Eve, but then at some point it says that their children came and they took wives from? Where did these other people come from? Oh, it's some discussions up in here, baby. It's some discussions. So you can read it literally, you can read it as literature, you can read it as life application. And when we start pulling out the life application based on the consistency that we can detect currently, because 50, 100 years from now, I'm expecting them to take it even further and get some more clarity. So what we can detect now, which we can detect now for life application, it is transformative for me. So I share it with you. So we're all on this path. We're all on this path. We're all on this path. When you remember that, you do yourself a favor. Because if you don't remember that, you think you're fighting what you're not fighting. We think we're fighting what we're not fighting. You know what we're fighting? We're all fighting for love. I know you think we fighting for land. You think we fighting for this. What it really is love. People don't know who they are. And I know it sounds so corny. And I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying we don't need a police officer. I'm not saying we don't need a judge. I'm not saying not saying we don't need structures. I'm not saying that. Not saying that. We're on earth, which is a physical structure. So these physical structures, they assist us to navigate the journey that we're on. They assist us. As we navigate this journey that we're all on, we are all on the love journey, the wholeness path, and the kingdom voyage. It is so imperative that we get better at our homework, the spiritual exercises for our soul. All right, here we go. I've gone longer than I intended, but it's all right. So that's why it's important for us to dedicate ourselves to these spiritual practices. Now, these are the definitions so far that we've been highlighting for 2026. There are 12 sets. We're in August, and so we've been highlighting so far 8 sets of the spiritual practices. So in January, in our spiritual community, we highlighted visioning, visualization, and dreams. And so the way I enjoy looking at that, your dreams, your night dreams, your daydreams, your visioning, and your visualization, what you actually chart out, like your manifestation boards, what you write down in your journals and different things. Okay, charting your dreams. You need to do that. You got to do that. Keep your eye on the prize. In February, we highlighted fellowship, networking, and mentoring. What it means to fellowship. And some of us only fellowship with one kind of people. If all you fellowship with are Republicans, you short-sighted. If you only fellowship with Democrats, you short-sighted. If you only fellowship with Latinos, you short-sighted. We got different experiences and different perspectives that have to come together. Short-sighted. It's not fellowshipping. And when I say fellowship, I mean really, take these moments to learn from each other, not just show up at a football game and cheer for the same team, and then we leave there and treat each other poorly. Networking and mentoring. All right. March, we highlighted reading, studying, and researching. That's a part of your exercise. It's a part of your exercise. And sometimes you just got to start with a little bit. You got to start with a little bit. And I'm not talking reading, studying, and researching just a spiritual text. I mean for your life, health. I was in class. I was in a session yesterday for 1 hour talking about eating and what's good for your body and how to decipher the sugars and all of that. The month of April, we highlighted fasting, forgiving, and feasting. I always tell you, if you fasting and you're not forgiving and then knowing what to feast on, you just mean and hungry. In May, we highlighted scriptures, denials, affirmations. Now that's a bit more specific to the sacred text, how to take the life application of a scripture and turn it into a denial, what you need to release, let go, and bury, and then turn it into an affirmation, what you need to lift up and affirm for yourself. June, we highlighted stewardship of time, talent, treasure. That's spiritual exercise to know where and who gets your time, talent, treasure, and how much of it. July, we emphasize mindfulness, knowing how to be in the present moment, being mindful of right now, meditation, taking a topic, theme, subject, concept, and really just centering in on that and breathing, your deep conscious breathing. You're breathing automatically, but what it means to Yes, we focused on that, your breath work. And for August, we are highlighting stillness, what it means to sometimes just be still in a matter. Don't move, don't make a decision. Be focused, be still. What it means to really just kind of hold yourself, all right? And what it means to move when it's time to move and take action. And sometimes it's prophetic, sometimes it's with concrete information. And then how you also allow your body to move intentionally as prayer, as a part of your prayer work. The standing, what standing and giving honor and recognition, gratitude and acknowledgement means, versus on your knees, a sign of humility. To keep yourself balanced, and what it means to then be prostrate, because your ego really needs to completely just let go. There is a lifting that happens in your life when you this is prayer work. This these are spiritual exercises for your soul. So I desire to review them from time to time as we go through our affirmations to support the conversation. All right, that's enough. We went a little longer today. Woo, my goodness. Kingdom Access Network. I'm sometimes I'm 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Thank you, Kingdom Access Network, because I know they do stuff to make this work on the Kingdom Access Network. Listen, make sure you subscribe to the Kingdom Access Network. Can KAN, Kingdom Access YouTube channel, Kingdom Access Network YouTube channel, because that is the hub for the midday moment and many of these inspirations that different leaders and speakers from our spiritual communities we share, and we have the Kingdom Access Network as a hub so that you can experience these different teachings, Bible studies, discussions, prayers. We do conscious prayer work. You can experience all of that 24/7 at the Kingdom Access Network. Many of these videos on Facebook, social media, they go away. But YouTube, the Kingdom Access Network there, the YouTube channel is holding for us, is standing for us. So we invite you to subscribe and take part. All right. I love you all. Y'all take care. Great blessings to each of you. It's good to see y'all. Hugs. You don't have to be stingy. You can like and share. All right. I'll see y'all again coming up soon. This is Thursday, so I'm usually here midday moment Monday through Thursday. I take some time Friday, Saturday, Sunday to regroup and so forth, but still do my exercises. But I'll see you all again soon. All right. Take care. I love you. God bless you and God be you. Take everybody. Bye.